Not having an aircraft liability insurance policy is like going camping without a tent. It might not rain, but if it does, you're in trouble. As an aircraft owner, your personal liability exposure increases, and if you don't have an insurance policy, it could cost you hundreds of thousands or more in the event of an accident or incident. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of BWI Fly Live. My name is Matt White. I'm the owner of BWI, and we insure over 7,000 aircraft all across the country. Getting aircraft insurance is frustrating and complicated, and we make it simple and easy. Let's talk about aircraft liability insurance. First of all, what is your increased liability risk and exposure as an aircraft owner? When you become an aircraft owner, naturally your liability risk increases because you now own something that can cause bodily injury or property damage. Even if the aircraft is parked in a hangar or tied down, you still have the liability risk of somebody walking into the airplane or slipping and falling nearby. This is also called premises liability insurance coverage. And of course, if the aircraft is moving, the engine's running, or it's flying, your liability exposure to passengers inside the aircraft and damage outside of the aircraft increases significantly. So what does an aircraft liability insurance policy cover? Aircraft liability insurance is designed to protect the legal liability of the aircraft owner from two things: bodily injury and property damage outside of the aircraft. Aircraft liability insurance is designed to protect the legal liability as an aircraft owner from two things: property damage and bodily injury caused by the operation of the aircraft. Bodily injury examples: a passenger inside the aircraft is hurt or injured, or a person outside of the aircraft is hurt or injured. Property damage is damage done outside of the aircraft to automobiles or buildings, etc. Most aircraft liability insurance policies also include premises liability coverage, which is basically a bubble that follows the aircraft around for slip and fall coverage. Most airports will require at least $1 million of premises liability coverage, and a typical aircraft liability insurance policy will include this coverage, although some companies may require you to pay extra for it. What liability limits should you carry? If you have a single engine piston aircraft, we recommend carrying $1 million in total liability, limited to $100,000 per passenger. There may be higher liability limits available for more complex aircraft paired with qualified pilots, but 96% of every aircraft that we insure has the same standard limits of $1 million total liability, limited to $100,000 per passenger. How much does a liability-only aviation insurance policy cost? Depending on the type of the aircraft that you have, how many seats are installed, pilot qualifications, etc., liability-only policies can run from $225 a year all the way up to $1,500 a year. The average is around $500 a year. That's it for today's episode. If you are looking for an aircraft liability insurance policy, call the experts at BWI. You can email me directly, matt@bwifly.com. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends. Thank you for trusting BWI, and fly safe.